they're not generally covered by most insurance companies. And so I was thinking about, what am I going to do for the second act? And I was thinking so hard that I gave myself a migraine headache. And the nice thing was that that was covered by my insurance policy. And I decided that we would talk about words, which is very funny because I had no idea we were doing the Shenandoah words, but I thought we would talk about words that only Southerners use. And I would like some audience participation with this one, please. So if someone could just shout out real loud and clear, because I just don't, my ears just, they're a little hard. They're hard to hear sometimes. I want to hear what some of the Southern words are that only Southerners use. Shout it out, come on.
Y'all, I reckon.
I reckon. Oh, that's a good one. I reckon. I have a whole list right here. Let's find out what part of speech I reckon is. Because I'm pretty sure I got it in here. So I have hankering and storms and I reckon. Could you use I reckon in a sentence, please? What was that?
I went in Val's when the pastor asked me if I would marry her, and I said, I reckon.
Oh, that's perfect! I hope that happens to me because I will answer I reckon. I like that. That's very good, very good. And I heard y'all, but you know what? I'm going to save that one for last because that's just too much. Y'all. You know, we all know about y'all. So, how about, is there another one? Can somebody give me a word there?
Fixin' to.
You got it, fixin'. Fixin', I have it right here in my notebook. So, fixin' to, and that's a word that lets your compatriot know what is up. It's used in place of such worn expressions as about to, going to, preparing for, etc. Like, I am fixin' to make you a drink. That's how I would use it. And then what happens when you add an S to fixin'? You get fixins. And as you know, true Southerners know that fixins is the best gesture of solace for a neighbor who has troubles. A plate of hot fried chicken and all the fixins, which would mean potato salad and, on those very special occasions, banana pudding. All right. So I also have the word yonder. Does anybody use that word? Yonder? Okay. Yep. Yonder. And you know, the thing about yonder is it can be used in 3 parts. So you have it as an adverb, yonder. And I bet that's how we use it the most. And that means some kind of distance and the direction indicated. I mean, any Southerner can point you out yonder, you know, there's a ford south of here about 9 miles yonder. Or the thing that I thought was interesting, it can also be used as a determiner. So that is used to refer to something situated at a distance, and William Shakespeare would have used that one. So it would have been like, oh, what light through yonder window breaks? And yonder is also a noun, and it could be used when you are attempting to fly into the wild blue yonder. Yeah. And so another one I came up with was sorry. Because in the South, we use it as an adjective, or sometimes as a noun, and it means a low life, wretched, useless, pitiful, irresponsible, or lazy. So you can just listen to his ugly mouth. He is just a sorry thing. Which brings us to ugly, which means discourteous, hostile, rude, stormy, spiteful, surly, tempestuous, and quarrelsome. Could somebody please use that in a sentence?
Stop acting ugly.
That is exactly right. My mama always told me not to be ugly to my teachers. You are exactly right. That's exactly how it is. That's exactly right with ugly. And then I thought about Southerners, and I thought how we all just love sweet tea. And all I could say about it was that it tastes like love. Sweet tea. and that sweet tea. And how about hankering? Anybody use hankering? What would that mean? What?
I'm hankering for some sweet tea.
She's in middle school. That's pretty good.
Because hankering usually has something to do with food. It's a craving or a yearning, and like you're hankering for a big steak, you're hankering for your sweet tea, definitely. That's a very good one. It's a strong, restless desire and yearning. Yes, definitely. And you know what? One of the things I found out today was that lightning bug. So my whole life, it was a lightning bug, and today I found out that's a southern way of saying firefly. What the heck? I never heard of firefly. Not until today. And I was like, that's a lightning bug. So, one of the other things I thought about was storms. We use storms an awful lot, and we have come up a storm, which means to indicate there's a storm coming. But we also use up a storm. So, Mama would be in the kitchen cooking up a storm. Or he was at the hoedown dancing up a storm. And then we get to storms of brewing. And storms of brewing, and that can mean that there's a storm that's about to come out, but it can also mean that time between eating and having a terrible, almost lethal gas. So like, after Jack's 8th bowl of chili, he knew that there was a storm of brewing. I'm just going to I have 2 more right here on my list, and
I'm so glad you came tonight.
I'm glad. I don't have a storm of brewing.
Yeah.
I have bless your heart. Bless your heart. Now that can be used as a genuine expression of concern. Bless your heart. Oh, baby girl, that's the saddest thing I have ever heard. Bless your heart. Or it can be used as an insult. It's a nice way of telling you to put your grown-up pants on and deal with it. And so I could say, oh, bless your heart. That is the saddest story I've ever heard. And I'm going to finish with y'all, because y'all is my favorite. And y'all is really a great conjunction, and both Faulkner and Hemingway used y'all. And it is actually a contraction of you all, and it is most commonly used as the plural form of you. So the best thing about y'all is that it is less heteronormative than you guys. Can you say heteronormative? Yeah, it's fun. Heteronormative. Heteronormative. And I could say, y'all in the South need to be more heteronormative, for Christ's sake. Thank you. Heteronormative means that, so if you're saying you guys, you're talking about just the guys. If you're using heteronormative, you're making it expand to generally a bigger population with y'all. Y'all covers both genders. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rosemarie Harper.
To some thundering and
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Here we
telling
go.
y'all.
Yeah, I'm hankering for some gypsy.
maybe one day she wanna go to the